Before we get into this reaction, I seen this comment under Ty's video. It's when Carlos put Karl Malone to the tier list, he was the 13th spot, no joke. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my, he's 13th! What the heck? What the freak is this? It's your boy Warlow back with another MyTeam video. And TydeBo is reviewing my tier list. And before I get into it, I actually wonder what Ty had to say about my tier list, because I had a lot of comments saying, oh my goodness, it's atrocious, or Jalen Brunson to Kobe. It's just my opinion. I use both of them. And I personally like Jalen Brunson more than Kobe. It's just simply, I think he's a really good card. So, but it's just my opinion, okay? Okay. But we're gonna hop into this now, and let's hear the review of this tier list. Let's go. Let's see what Ty got to say. Okay, let's start it. It's good. So the first on the rank, if I forget anybody, we'll add him to the list, is Dirk Nowitzki. I put King Diamond Dirk in D tier personally. I think he's a
Dirk stinks.
D tier is good for Dirk Nowitzki, in all honesty. I'll agree. Next up, we got Adam Morrison. I would rank him D. Like, Adam, did I forget A tier?
I was about to ask, but I was like, maybe he didn't want A tier. I don't know.
Freaking idiot. Oh. Yeah, I literally forgot A tier. Y'all can't even see it. My face covering over it. Okay, I'm kind of dumb. Okay, I didn't even strictly notice that when I was starting it, but it's all good. Freaking Lord. Okay, we fixed it. But I put Adam Morrison B tier. I don't really care for his release. Like, his release is all right.
His release is good,
man. It's just mediocre to me. I just don't like his defense. I wish it was a lot better. So for that case, I'm putting him in B. It's a good salary cap card, but I feel like there's so many better options at small forward that you personally can run nowadays. But next up, we got Anthony Blatch. I put him in B tier as well. Like, Anthony Blatch is actually good.
Blatch is pretty good. Is he as good as Adam Morrison? I would probably know, but
I've seen people use him, rock him out.
He's good though,
he's
for sure.
Quality. You know, he might be your broke. Some people even call him broke man Giannis. That's probably the best way to have him. But B tier, I think is good, really.
Giannis can attack a little
Next
better,
up, we got Korolenko, C tier.
This tier list has been pretty money. I might have Morrison in A tier, but the rest has been pretty money, Carlo.
Thank you. About time we're getting somewhere. So how we get to the tier list is insane title, though. Goodness.
Good start,
I think Korolenko for C is actually really good. I think Korolenko's a decent card, but like we're in a stage in my team where a lot of cards have gotten better. So at this stage in the game, Korolenko's release being that slow is kind of unacceptable, really. So I'm gonna have to rank him at C tier. Next up on the list, we got... Who is this? Anthony Davis. I actually like this card.
I like AD too. The one thing about Anthony Davis is I wish his release was just a little quicker. That's just the only...
I'll put him in A tier.
Only downside I do see.
Hope. Like, AD... We'll agree on that. I agree. I actually agree with that. We're agreeing with each other right now. This is sounding actually going great. I mean, this sounds actually... This first minute sounds great. He is actually really good. Like, He does everything you really need. He probably could be moved to B tier, but I'm just gonna go with A tier for now with him, obviously. We gotta see, we have an A tier, but I think AD has a low A tier. I think it's a quality power forward you can pick up. He's decent, and yeah, I feel like he's quite literally decent. So next up on the list, we got, let's see what we got on the list, bro. I need to move this thing down real quick. Apologies. Anthony Edwards at this stage in the game is...
I mean, Ant just needs change 6. I mean, that's and he doesn't even have point guard eligibility. It's just...
Slashing ability, just not it, you know. AD and trash tier, I feel like, is pretty decent, personally, to me. Next up, we got Bam Adebayo. I rank him in B tier. You know, Bam's actually really good. He has a really good release. But I would prefer AD to Bam, personally.
I think it's close. Bam's just a little undersized, probably.
To me, even though they probably...
This tier list has been money, Carlo. It's been money.
Similar level, I would just take AD. Like, Bam, I think it's fair for B tier. I think that's pretty fair. A little bit more, get the edge. But Bam is still really decent, especially on no money. He's 100. He's actually expensive. Never mind. But Bam is decent. Next up, Benedict Maverin.
Yes.
Like,
have you ever thought about
dang,
starting
these
your
are the
own YouTube
applicants.
channel?
Like, dang, I
Seems like
just
a
wanted
great
to
decision
see it.
because
Okay.
YouTubers obviously make a ton of money just from.
I don't think it's that crazy. Okay, hear me out here.
No.
Hear me out.
No, I'm not hearing you out for Benedict Matherin. He's B tier. He stinks.
Hear me. Benedict is good. Okay, Benedict on current gen is an S tier card. On next gen at max is an A tier card. He's a quality card. He's out here on this.
No.
I feel like Benedict Maverin.
Hey, look at the way he's talking. He knows, dude. He knows.
Okay, on current gen.
Oh, my.
This card is really, really good. Like, he's an S tier shooting guard. I'm ranking him an S tier. I think he's an S tier shooting guard. I really.
I was just hyping up this tier list. A minute ago, I was hyping it up.
I really do. I think he's the S tier shooting guard because I mean, I'm taking him over like a player like Kobe. Like, like is it like no? I mean, that's how much I dislike Kobe in this game. Okay, that's how much I dislike. I mean, Benedict's better.
Stop watching this video. Like, is there do I have to finish this video?
Like, it's current. He's a god, so I'm ranking Benedict in S tier. I think he's a decent shooting guard. Personally, the highest rated shooting guard in the game. And I think Benedict's elite, so we're going with S tier for Benedict, personally. I would say keep watching. It's like, okay, Benedict is literally his good release, good defense. What doesn't Benedict do? On current gen, he's easily an S tier. I think he's the best shooting guard on current. So, yeah, we're going with S tier for Benedict Maverin. Next up on the list, we got Carmelo Anthony. At this point, I didn't like Melo at all. Current gen, I'm ranking Melo at A tier on current gen, but on next gen,
man, current gen. Come
gen
on,
is trash.
man.
He's garbage. He doesn't play.
He's not F tier though. F tier is bad. He's not F tier.
Melo is freaking trash, personally speaking.
So why on current gen do you have him at A tier and trash?
Because Melo's release is 100 times better on current gen. He has a way better release. He moves a lot better. Melo is an A tier to S tier. Whenever he gets another card on current, S tier card could be debatably the best small forward. He's horrible on next gen. His release is unusable. Just personally speaking, it's unusable.
Overall, but Benedict Matherin, you have him at S tier. What about next gen? Like, I know on current gen you like it, but what about next gen?
Next up, we got Chet. So we're going to get Chet on the list. Next up, Chet is B tier. Chet is still really, really good. Like, has a good release, but I feel like with his low strength, he's just not as good anymore, personally. So to me, B tier for Chet. Next up, Chris Bosh. Bring him C tier. I don't see him on the same tier as Adam Morrison. Bam. It's not that he's bad. There's just so many good options nowadays.
No, that's
valid. I have to rank him lower, personally. So I'm ranking Bosh at C tier at this stage. Mullen is just garbage. If you watch my gameplay, I don't need to explain it. The man.
Mullen is bad. He needed a change release and he didn't get it. He is bad.
Next up is Damian Lillard. I was ranked 1 days. I think Dame's trash. I use Damian Lillard. I try to like him. I pulled him out of a pack, but I'm sorry. I'm going to have to put Dame time in trash tier. Like,
I mean, it's just he's undersized. I think offensively he's really good, though.
He is not good in my team. I don't like him. I would not suggest
I think offensively he's pretty solid.
He's not. I would disagree. His release is too slow. Like, it's release, but his early animations back in old 2Ks were great. His animations now are horrible. Are just horrible. Worth using. He's pretty garbage. Next up for D-Rob, I'm still ranking D-Rob at B. D-Rob,
that's high for D-Rob, man. I would put D-Rob at C tier for this stage. But I mean, I respect D-Rob, but at this stage,
in this game, really, like D-Rob,
it's a little too high for me, man.
Job done for you. And he's only 70k MT now, so I feel like he's actually
for his value, not bad for sure.
He is a B tier. Next up, we got D-Book, and I'm ranking Devin Booker in S tier. Devin Booker is still
I'm not gonna argue it. As long as Shea's in S tier, I don't care.
Guard, has amazing shooting. I mean, he's good at he's D-Book, and he get every half badge. I don't see how you can't have him in S tier. Next up, we got Donovan Mitchell, D.
He's not bad. Donovan Mitchell is not bad.
Donovan Mitchell's all right. Like, that's good slashing abilities. A shot could be
his shot's
better,
pretty good, though.
I just, I'm just not feeling Donovan Mitchell.
Why though? Like, why?
That's so. Donovan Mitchell lacks on so many things. He's like 6'1". I mean, he's 6'1". Shot's not fast. Like, that's why I prefer like a player like Brunson, because he has a quicker release. You gotta have a top-notch release on your card. I'm ranking him at D tier. Next up, Dante. At this stage, I'll probably rank him in B. Dante for B, because Dante can still be
But what does Dante do that much better than Donovan Mitchell? I mean, I know defensively he's a
taller. Ain't he tall? Ain't he 6'4"? Isn't Mitchell like 6'2"? I could be wrong about that. I think he's taller because better release.
little better, but it's like he's only 1 inch taller. Like, for 2 tiers apart is crazy to me.
The quality point guard can lock up still. So I feel like Dante at B tier.
I don't even hate Dante either. He's fine. But...
So yeah, I'm going with D tier for Dante. Next up on the list, Draymond Green. A tier. I feel like he still provides great defense for you.
He does, but that release is
horrible. That release is horrible, but honestly, I'm just debating on the fact if you use a point guard and you get Draymond Green and you use Draymond, I can see reason to like Draymond Green. As a lock for what he can do.
I like Draymond. I do like Draymond. I do, but that release is horrible. And so it's, I think he's better than DiVincenzo. I'm just even talking about Donovan Mitchell. Like, I know Donovan Mitchell is going to get a lot of hate, but it's like, if you have Draymond at A tier, I don't think it's fair to put Donovan Mitchell at D tier. Like, I don't think that's fair.
Court, so he's like 6'1", and to me, the other right, it's like a, yeah, I don't know. Okay, Draymond Green at A might be too high, but I respect what I can use him. And I tried Draymond. I struggled a bit, but I feel like adds a couple badges, maybe give him handles for days.
It's just the release that is slow. I mean, that's really it.
Point guard. Next up, we got Dwight Howard. If you want the faith, Dwight Howard, I'm ranking just D.
I'm glad Carlo doesn't love Dwight. D tier is crazy. I'd put him as C tier probably, maybe even B tier. But his release is just too slow.
Like backs, like that release is just too slow. 63. I mean, what are we doing? What 73? Like, what am I supposed to do with that with no shooting badges? Like, he has a low 3-pointer, really. I'm ranking F. I'm not, D. I'll go D. I'm just not it with Dwight Howard.
I'm not good with him either.
I don't think Dwight's that top level good, to be honest. But I feel like, you can still run him randomly. And he can do all right for you. Next up, we got Wesley Elton Brand garbage.
The worst part is Elton Brand came out on the same day as the rest of these all-star cards.
Like, facts. Like, no one cared about these cards.
It's just horrible.
His release, tried his animation.
It's just so bad.
Look pretty for Elton Brand.
It's just so sad. Like,
that's
for
a pretty disappointing War 2K. You got to give us something better in Season 6. 5. Next up on the list, Giannis S tier. I love my Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's amazing.
Giannis not top 3, or did you get rid of top 3? I think Giannis is top 3. No, I think
he has a fast burst when you click, when you like run up through a fast break. Like, Giannis is amazing. Easily S tier. Next up, Hakeem Olajuwon. I'll go with C at this point. Like, Hakeem, I don't put him. Actually, I'll put him on the same level as D-Rob. I like Hakeem.
Hakeem's probably at this stage C tier, but I'd have had D-Rob at C tier too.
I still like Hakeem's post moves still a lot. So
man, what?
A couple badges here. Hakeem got good post moves. Ty do the post. Hakeem is actually a good post power forward. I like it.
Oh, post moves?
Like power forward, so Hakeem at power forward.
Come on, we're talking about post moves, man. What?
I really like Jalen Brunson. Like, I really tried him out.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
And I really like this card. This card was actually really good. Like, there's a part of me that wants.
What?
Jalen Brunson is elite. I'll stand by myself. He's elite. He is so good.
So you have Donovan Mitchell at D tier and
I'm in A tier. Like, I like this card. Like, I really like this card. Like, if you want to have a good time in Unlimited, like against comp, I'm ranking this off of literally just off of Unlimited.
Oh, but when I rank cards, wait, you're ranking this off Unlimited?
Yes. He's good in Unlimited. He's elite. Yes.
Man, what?
Give him some half defensive badges, right?
Now we got to give him some half badges. Like, but my lists are bad.
If you just want to have fun and cook, Jalen Brunson's a really good point guard. Like, I tried him out. He's really
I don't think I can get behind that, though. Like, what?
He's really good. He's elite. He's like, I literally started using him and started winning games. Like, he cooks people.
What are we talking about here,
I like Jalen Brunson a whole lot in my team. I tried him. I really enjoyed him. So I'm rating him A tier. I don't freaking care. So I like him. Jay Ridge, C tier. Like, he's a mid. He fits the quality.
Jay Rich is not bad. I might be by myself here, but I really do not think Jay Rich is bad at all. I think he can go out there and compete. But that's just me. I don't hate Jay Rich at all.
I agree with that, actually. I think he's a C. Don't mean bad. He's average. He's a good for no money spent accounts. But for paid people, like a good team, he's not going to play on. I feel like I exactly agree with that statement. Oh, literally, I feel like he's just
I think he's just fine.
Shooting guard.
I think he's
really,
fine.
So, yeah,
that's me. I think the card's
really
fine.
Mid, just a mid
I mean, on the no money spend, I mean, he cooks for me, but he is mid. I agree with that, but he can go out there and hoop for you if you are no money spend. I do want to say
Ja Morant, D tier, just staging the game. Like, I rank him safe.
Man,
like,
Ja
Ja Morant can
stinks.
still provide you some good dunking, good release, so I can see why the appeal will still be with Ja Morant, but
He stinks. I'm
he's
sorry.
all right card. Like, I can see what appeals to him at this stage in the game, so I'm ranking him at C tier.
He stinks at this
Next
stage.
up on the list, we're ranking Jaylen Brown. I'm ranking Jaylen Brown S tier. I feel like this card is still really,
Pink Diamond Jaylen Brown?
really good in my team. Has a good release. That was a mistake. I meant to put over brief thing. I like Jaylen Brown.
Pink Diamond Jaylen Brown does not have a good release.
No, I personally really do like Jaylen Brown a lot in my team. And I think he's really good. He looks really good. His release looks better on quick. He has some better dribble animations.
But Carlo, what you're failing to realize is, I mean, like, I don't think that Jaylen Brown has his release on quick. The Galaxy Opal does.
That's not the right Jaylen Brown. Excuse me. Wrong Jaylen Brown. Okay, right Jaylen Brown. Okay. You think I rank the down. Oh my God, didn't even notice. One, they got like triggered.
Bro. Like, duh! What are we doing here, man?
You know, triggered. Actually, I just noticed I had a top 3 tier.
What are we doing
We'll
here?
probably we'll move people to the top 3. So if S tier gets filled, we'll just move it over later in the video. So it's all right. Next up, we got Jimmy Butler. I'll rank him in C at this stage. Jimmy Butler has all right release, good enough, but I feel like I have another guy. If I rank him in B, then I mean, rank him higher. So
I mean, I think Jimmy is smooth though, because defensively he's really solid. I mean, but is he better than Jay Rich?
I'm putting him in C.
C's probably fine.
I mean, Jay Rich C plus, Jimmy be C right now.
I think D-Rob and Hakeem should be C tier though. But that's me.
Average. Josh Smith, garbage. Just unusable to spit.
Why? But my question is this: why did they make Josh Smith? Why did they make Josh Smith's release so bad?
I don't know. I don't get it. Actually, he had a good release in the NBA. Same with Trozent.
That's my big question. Like, why? What is the point of that?
Usable personally.
Made it so bad.
Not really usable, so I don't really like the card. Dr. J up next, A tier. Dr. J is.
You're telling me Benedict Mathurin is better than Julius Erving? Like, am I hearing?
Yes, he is. I'm taking Bandit over Dr. J.
Am I hearing things right, or am I mishearing things? Like, what are we doing here, man? What is going on?
Really good. Good.
What is going on?
Good slashing. I like Dr. J personally, so I
is
played him a
going
lot
on,
of
man?
times. He's an A tier to me.
What is
Julius
going on? What is going
Randle.
on?
I rank him C. I mean, I don't feel like he's bad. Like, I mean, he's on the level of Chris Bosh. He's still got an all right release. 6'8", a little undersized, really. But, you know, he's all right, man. I don't know.
Julius Randle stinks. I mean, I'll be the one to say it. If you're taking Dwight Howard over, or Julius Randle over Dwight Howard, you're crazy.
Julius Randle back in 2K20 days, or 2K19, he was actually really good, though. You know, just, I don't know why I just said it. He was really good back in those days.
I'll be the one to say it.
That.
Julius
100
Randle
overall
stinks.
Kareem, nothing said. He's going to make top 3 later on the list.
Oh, so the top 3 is coming later. Because I was wondering for Giannis, too. I was like,
Yeah, I
Giannis top
mean,
3.
he is just the god of my team. I wish I could pull him, and I wish he would just let me have him, but he won't. He won't.
And they didn't let Troy Dam have him either.
So next up, we got Karl Anthony Towns, B tier. I think Cat is really a high B, but he is a solid high B.
I can't argue it. I mean, Cat's release is not good. I'll take Chet over Cat. That's just me. Until they give Cat a new release,
Very solid high B.
I can't hype that up, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
On the A tier
He's not that
level.
great.
I don't think Cat is better than that personally, so I'm ranking him in A tier.
I'm not gonna argue that.
Next up, we got. Is that the wrong Cat again? Goodness, the wrong Cat. Okay, I'll rank this Cat at A tier now. I think the Galaxy Opal Cat is at
I mean, okay, I'll take it because I'm a Cat fan, but
A tier.
I do not love that
I
release.
forgot
but-
about Galaxy Opal.
I mean,
Cat,
it's
so
not bad.
We'll rank Galaxy Opal Cat at A tier. We'll rank the other Cat at B tier. So
It's
so
not
y'all both
bad,
know
though.
both my rankings. So. I like Cat. I think Cat for the price. Cat is solid. I like that actually. I didn't do that for everybody, but this Jaylen Brown would probably be in B tier if I ranked him, but it's alright. Kawhi Leonard, S tier. Kawhi Leonard is an S tier shooting guard in this game. One of the best defensive shooting guards you can buy, really. So I'm ranking him in.
I think he's gassing Kawhi. I think Kawhi defensively is that. But I think, like, even if you compare Kawhi to Dr. J offensively is so much better than Kawhi. I'll take Dr. J over Kawhi. That's me.
Dr. J is not better than Kawhi Leonard. Do not listen to TydeBo. He has the best defense, literally. Kawhi is the best shooting guard in my team. S tier personally.
That's me.
I like him, and that's just my opinion. Next up on the list, Kevin Durant, S tier. Like, I wish I could get this card. I love my team. I think Kevin Durant's one of the best offensive cards in all of my team.
His release, even though it's on quick, is still not great.
I feel like he's one of the best offensive cards, but I cannot get him, which makes me so sad inside. So sad inside, but I really like Kevin Durant personally, so I'm ranking him N at S tier. Next up on the list, we got Kevin Garnett, D tier. Hopefully they fix the ultimate.
I mean, the whole thing with KG is his release is bad and he has a low 3-ball. That's really it.
Next season, and they make it a lot better. But I feel like
that's the thing for KG right there,
man. Bald said itself. So next up, we got Klay Thompson. Like
the thing for
Klay Thompson.
Klay's not bad, right? He's not bad, but it's like
got another ad cheese. Dang it. They got me with another ad.
I don't think he's great. I don't know.
Than Adam Morrison and Cat, but C tier for Klay at this stage. But yeah, Klay is just all right. But he's all right. The game, I feel like that is really good for Klay Thompson, really. So next up on the list is Karl Malone. I'll rank him. I'll rank him A tier.
Karl Malone is good, man. I get, like, you know, his whatever you guys want to hate on Karl Malone. Like, I get that perspective, but strictly 2K, yes, he's good on 2K, bad in real life. That's all I'm gonna say.
Still has invincible level stats. I feel like
Karl's good in real. Karl's good in 2K, man.
Still really cooked on the team, so a lot of people did not get him, but I feel like he's still a decent power forward. I just think AD's better, but just my
maybe. I think Karl's release is better though.
So next up on the list is Kobe. I have a hard time where I want to rank Kobe. Personally. I have such a hard time where I want to rank him at. Like, I feel like he's just on the borderline A- to D. Like,
what?
Like, he's not that. Kobe is is overrated by a ton. People just gassed this man up. Like, they honestly, I feel like Kobe just gassed up for clicks because it's Kobe. Kobe is just not it, person to me. Just not it.
No way I heard that right. Kobe's still a top 2 shooting guard in the game.
I don't think Kobe is better than Dr. J. Like, he's not better.
They're both S tier. You have Benedict Mathurin in S tier right now. Are you good?
Dr. J. Yes, I am good. Benedict's better than Kobe. Literally Kawhi. Dr. J. All the cards in A are better than Kobe. I might change it. Like, I don't know. Kobe's just not that great. I don't know. I might move him up. I'll put him in B tier for now. I'm just not that high on Kobe. Never.
You got Kobe in the same dang tier as Dante DiVincenzo.
Yes. Honestly, I think I'm legitimate. If we're making this right, Kobe would be like B plus and Dante would be B, like in a B term, right? I mean, you don't drop that much far from a Dante to a Kobe. Like, that much. Call me insane okay, y'all can just call me insane.
You realize that the same tier.
Like, he's a nice, like, he plays the bench for me, but, like, for a few minutes, but Kobe's really not that good, really, particularly to me. He's really just not that. I think, like, I'm putting him at B, because I have another guy that I'm going to rank at A tier I personally think is better.
Don't make me click off this video.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I didn't see nothing wrong with Kobe in B tier. Like, he's a B to B plus. That's where he is.
Nah, make me click off this video.
People are gonna hate my list, but it's all right.
Because it started with so much hope and so much promise.
Rated next, I'm rating Porzingis at S tier. Amazing.
Good.
Can stretch the floor. Really, really good. I like Porzingis a lot. Next up, Kwame Brown. I think Kwame Brown could be A tier. Like, I've seen people dominate with this card, and I think Kwame Brown.
You're ranking Kwame Brown ahead of Chet? I mean, and Peak Diamond Bam, I do not agree with that.
Really good
my
release.
man. I do
for
not.
certain players, I feel like
he does have a good
want
release.
That quick jumper, then literally you're gonna like this card. This card is really good, has a fast shot. I think a person like Kwame Brown. Next up, we got Larry Bird.
Ew.
Just garbage, man.
I was about to say, where are you going with Larry? He stinks.
Unusable. Just Larry. I mean, Larry just sucks. Next up, we got LeBron. Put him in the front. LeBron James S tier. I personally think the two best small forwards in the game is KD and LeBron. Debatably,
LeBron's better.
KD might have the edge, but I like LeBron a lot too. The best in all of my KD. It is a debate, literally, because there are certain times where KD is like looks like he's like the best card in the game. Like KD is OP. Team.
LeBron is far superior to KD. What are we talking about
personally,
here?
both of them are elite, so I'm ranking in at S tier. Next up on the list, Luka Doncic. I just don't really like Luka.
Luka's
D, like,
man. This list has
like, maybe I just honestly, I was famous on maybe I went too harsh, but he's C, borderline C to maybe D. Like, Luka's not that good, really. Like, I cooked the Luka with Brunson. Like, Brunson is way better.
Has fell off. This list started so good. I was like, man, Carlos got it going on, and it has fell off a cliff. Luka is at minimum A tier. You have Jalen Brunson at A tier and Luka at D tier.
I put him in D tier just cause, like, I still don't really like Luka Doncic's shot. I still hate it. His animations are still horrible. I just not that high on Luka still to this day, and I just don't really like Luka Doncic. I just don't really like Luka this year. You know, y'all can like Luka. McGlunk, I'll put him at Glunk in S tier. I think he's in a top quality S tier point guard. Even yeah. Like, why are you looking at it in the video? I mean, that's a fair rating. Like, McGlunk is good. He has a great dunk, has a great shot, great, and I like McGlunk. I think McGlunk is really good. It's not like Ben Simmons exists.
He's 6'2". I think he might be 6'1".
6'2". Like, give him some defensive Hall of Fame badges.
No. Let me.
That is like literally most of us got Hall of Fame badges still playing this game left. I mean, yeah, give them half defensive badges.
Skip forward a little bit and see what we got here. Okay, so at S, wait. What just happened? Oh, he's got 2 lines at S tier. Okay, so now we got PG at A tier, Beasley at A tier, Peja at the same tier as Beasley. Okay. Oscar at A tier, at the same tier as Jalen Brunson, which is beyond me. At B tier, he's added Galaxy Opal SGA. And Rondo at the same tier SGA. Boncaro's Pink Diamond is at C tier? No way, this is the list. It's literally started so
good.
is
an S. I mean, how did he get the B? I'm actually interested how that happened.
Your list literally started so good, and this is where we're at now. Now I'm gonna skip forward another minute and see who else he ranks here. Now I want to see who else he ranks here. Okay, I want him to scroll up to S tier so I can see the top tier. All right, so now at S tier he's got Scottie Pippen valid. Oh, he's moved SJ up. Okay, SJ is S tier. I don't know. It must have just been a glitch in the system. So SJ is S tier. Good. Penny is S tier at this stage. I mean, I guess I'm not gonna argue too much with it. Scotty S tier is fine. Whatever. I'm not gonna argue with that. One argument I would have is I think Oscar is better than Penny. But I mean, Thurl Bailey at B tier is fine. Magic at B tier I think's high, but that's fine. Rondo at B tier is crazy. Wang only at B tier at this. You know what? Wang's at minimum A tier.
Wang, TydeBo, you hyped up that man. I bought him on no money spent account. He hasn't done jack. He hasn't done jack for me, okay? He hasn't done anything. I want my 60K back. Okay, I need my 60K because Wang ain't doing it.
Minimum. Wang is really good on this game. We'll watch the rest of it. But I mean, I just do not like what I'm seeing right now.
But the gassing up of him was too gas. He's a B tier quality center. He's not over Wemby to me. He's on the level of D-Rob, basically.
No, he is not. He is a D-Rob with a such a faster release. It's not even comparable.
He's a little better D-Rob, but he's
a
not
way better D-Rob. What are you talking about?
Sadly, he's just not. Wesley Person's C tier. That was the guy I was mentioning.
I wouldn't even put him at C tier. Wesley Person stinks.
With Jimmy Butler, I don't think Wesley.
Jimmy is so much better than Wesley. Jimmy is so much better
leaner, but like they're similar. I would say they're similar. Cars, they meant to play D and shoot. That is it. Yao Ming is garbage.
I sadly locked in for Yao Ming, but it is what it is.
What it is. Like they gave him 25 speed. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that man? What am I supposed to do with
nothing?
Vince Carter at this stage, C tier. Like he's not bad. He's actually still very, very good. It's just there's just better options.
Vince just has a slow release. It just leaves a little bit to be desired, man.
So OJ, a little bit to be desired. Yeet, I would read Yeet an A. Yeet still got a really, really good release.
I like Yeet. I think compared to Tyson, he's right up there. At one of those top tiers. Did he put Tyson on this? I don't know.
So that's all the players. I'm gonna make sure.
Where's Tyson Chandler? Is he at S tier?
Anyone to rank? If I did, I'm gonna add him to the list. Let me go.
I don't see Tyson Chandler anywhere, but it might be me, man. I don't know.
Check if I missed anybody. Okay, so I went to check, and I think I'm only missing 3 people. So Zach LaVine, I think Zach LaVine's D tier. Which really
LaVine is not good.
I really like Zach LaVine.
I feel like
but
it's tough to make LaVine great,
he's
man.
Just long outdated. He's just not that good, particularly. Next up, Tyrese. You know how I feel about Tyrese. I think he's an S tier level point guard to me. I don't.
Galaxy Open Tyrese is better than like the Diamond was. S tier is still gassing it. He's probably B tier.
Care what anyone still says about it. I still love Tyrese. I wish I can get his new latest card, but I love his. Card.
He's fine. DeRozan stinks, man. DeRozan absolutely stinks.
That's trash. It's just DeRozan sucks. DeRozan just legitimately stinks. So
I mean, everything. There's a lot good here, but if you go up to S tier and you look at Mac McClung, like, what are we doing?
Garbage. And Mac McClung is good. Next up, Tracy McGrady. I'm ranking T-Mac.
T-Mac's good.
A-tier, so
I think people sleep on T-Mac. I think T-Mac's still a hooper.
A-tier is particularly. I still think he's really decent, really. So actually, what am I talking about? T-Mac? No, T-Mac needs to be put B. I'm on crack. Okay.
But the hard part is you literally have Kobe at B tier. Like what? Like
T-Mac is not better than Kobe. Probably he's on the level of Kobe, but. You know, he's not better than Dr. J. So
Kobe at B tier is nuts.
B tier for Tracy McGrady. Okay, next up on the list we got Tyson Chandler.
That's the man I was waiting on.
I don't like Tyson Chandler dunk animations, so I'm rating him in at B tier personally to me. So B tier as
you're killing me, Carlo. You're absolutely killing.
His dunk animations are mid. Okay, they're very mid. Their dunk animations are very, very mid.
Killing me, man. What are we doing?
Animations, they're pretty mediocre. So to me, I'm rating him in at B tier. So next up, we got Drazen.
He stinks.
Drazen's just garbage.
He's trash.
He sucks.
Drazen is.
It is what it is with Drazen, but. In my list, my top 3. But yeah, this is the tier list currently above. We'll make it above row.
If the top 3 is not Bron, Giannis, and Kareem,
make it like nice green.
SGA is the only other one I would.
Above row. Okay, did we change it real quick? We'll call it Best of My Team. Best of My Team. We're going to rate it. I think KD would be number 2. I think LeBron would be number 1. Actually, we're in Kareem. This would be my top 3. Kareem, LeBron, and either KD or LeBron, or like this or like this. But these are my top 3.
I mean, I guess it's not the worst, but KD is not the top 3. But I guess it is what it is. That's going to wrap it up, guys. Shout out to Carlo. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're into it. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.
Well, this went better than I expected and anticipated. But yeah, this was the list. You know, I was reacting to it. You know, shout out to Type reviewing the list. I feel like it's a lot of... I feel like it's a great list I made. I like the list I made. Personally, people can be like, they dislike it. Whatever. I think if you listen to this list, you'll be right in my team. So see y'all in the next My Team video. And